And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.
We'll start with the biggest news in pro wrestling. Shane McMahon issues a statement at his meeting with Tony Khan. This is going to be a very interesting conversation with the Pharaoh. A picture of AEW owner, president, and head of creative Tony Khan meeting with Shane McMahon on Monday had the wrestling world abuzz. It came along at a report of the two discussed the possibilities of moving forward after rumors and quotes earlier this month indicated that both sides might be interested in bringing Vince McMahon's son to the closest thing the WWE has to as a competitor. McMahon has now commented, providing a statement to Bully Ray on Busted Open, which happened last night. He does a AEW After Dark show. I will say, as much as I don't like him as a human being, he has tons of talent. I know you love him. I don't like him as a human being. Tons of talent. Tony and I were connected through a mutual friend. We had a great meeting. And by the way, if I fucking ever ran into Bully Ray, he wouldn't scare me. I would fucking fight Bully Ray. Probably not now, dude. I'm old. All right. Yeah, I get it. No, I wouldn't fight Bully Ray. Forget it. We talked about many things, but most about the shared love for the business and rewards and challenges of working with the family. I congratulated him for 5-year anniversary of AEW and look forward to as his business evolves in the future. Beyond that, Bully Ray added, hold on, blah, 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 blah. Beyond that, I'm telling you, my computer's giving me a big problem today. Added the suspense to saying that McMahon doesn't share his moves before he makes them. But before you respond, Jimmy, I want to play a video that you and I had interviewed WWE superstar, former WWE superstar, and now internet sensation, Maven. And this is what Maven had to say on that day that Jimmy Farrow and I made Maven's career, and I will stick to that. Go ahead. I think that's smart business. Vince, Stephanie, Shane. Does Stephanie have that same characteristics as Vince? Did Shane have those same characteristics as Vince, or no?
I would say Stephanie probably has it more.
Is it walking fast
than Shane does? Yeah, I mean, Shane's Vince always wanted the son like Hunter. He always wanted the big, jacked up, great wrestler son, and Shane, Shane was a fearless, and could go out there and do whatever, but he was never going to be the wrestler that Vince probably wanted. And, Stephanie had the business, just the knowledge for what the business should be. And, I mean, I don't know if either of them probably lived up to what Vince would have wanted. However, I don't think.
So basically, Maven said to myself and the great Jimmy Farrow that he felt that Vince McMahon always wanted like a person like Triple H as a son. I don't want to say he thought Shane was a disappointment, but according to Maven and others, he felt that Shane really wasn't the son Vince McMahon was looking for. So, Jimmy, I'm going to let you have this comment on Shane McMahon meeting with Tony Khan.
I don't understand why it would be happening, except for one reason. I really feel that if Shane's going to do anything, he's going to buy it. So why would Shane come in as a contracted worker? Oh, it's really about his last wrestling match? I doubt that. And if it is, wow, that's silly. Why the hell would you do it there? Just go call Hunter and have your last hurrah where you really should have it anyway. You know what? It would be the best thing in the world for AEW to have a McMahon buy it. I'm actually thinking to myself, Shane should buy it. Buy it, Shane. Otherwise, why is he there, Mike? I mean, anything else I will laugh at. So to me, unless he wants to buy the company, I don't want to see him in the ring. I don't want to see him working for AEW. I don't want to see any of that. But if he wants to buy it and wants to show his father, you know what? I learned a thing or two. Watch this. I would love that. Now that's drama. That I could get into. You know what I'm getting at?
Do you think that Vince is working behind the scenes with Shane and they're going to buy it together and Vince is just keeping his name out? By the way, the great Maria Davis says, I've got tattoos. They're cool, just not on my face. I agree, Maria. I've got tattoos
There you
also.
go.
I just don't
There
think
you
when
go.
you start putting it on your face and your neck, like
Yeah.
like Cody Rhodes, there
Okay.
comes a point it gets a little weird, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What about a tattoo on your kneecap, Mike? Is that weird?
Interesting question, Jimmy. I'll tell you what, it would probably hurt. That's for damn sure, right?
Yeah, it sounds painful. That's bone on bone is bad, right? Because I don't have any tattoos yet, but I'm going to get one.
I know. I
eventually,
can't wait
probably.
to get. What are you going to get?
I already told you, bro. Well, I don't expect you to remember, but I was going to either get a snake or a lizard or something like that.
How about a cat?
You know,
What a cat?
a cat.
Yeah.
Well, one of Sebastiano's cats. You know, I'll put a little Dan hat and mutton chops on the cat. You know, I'll know. You know, the weight of Sid Vicious when he's 4 years old. You know, yeah.
Wow.
Be a
Sebastiano's taking
tattoo.
a little bit of a beating tonight.
No, he's not. The guy's going to wind up winning for the next 57 weeks.
No,
He's laughing his way
I'm
all
putting
the way
my
to the
I'm putting my
WrestleFest
hard
bank.
money. I'm putting my hard money on Benny. Benny's gonna win
Benny?
this thing. Yeah, he's gonna
You
win.
guys better start giving Benny the answers the way this is going.
Benny, somebody quoted
It's
like
not fair.
Benny's just like
Leave Benny alone.
staring
It's
into the
not
camera.
fair. He's got Phil and Dan. They're like making rocket fuel in their spare time.
Hey, you know
those
what?
two.
You didn't give me credit. I got 2 questions right, or at least one, and my buzzer wasn't working. Give me a break, will you?
Wow. Name the dimensions of the Isle of Malta. Man. Hey, stop it. Just stop, man. No, I don't remember who the referee was for Frankie Williams versus Jose Estrada. I don't.
Do you think
Hey,
that Shane
Jeez.
is thinking about
Yeah.
either working with Tony Khan or purchasing AEW as a
I want him to purchase
as a
it.
direct punchback at his sister and Triple H? Remember
Could
WrestleMania?
be.
They came out and named it the Triple H era, right?
Right. Yeah. No, it could be. Like I said, I would. What you wouldn't enjoy that? Like if Shane bought AEW and went to war with Triple H. That sounds pretty good.
All right, let's go under
I
the
would like
premise.
that.
Let's go under the premise he's not buying it. He's going to be
Hate it. Any other way, I hate it.
Jimmy, I can't imagine a millionaire works for a billionaire. I totally understand that. But
I can't.
let's
yeah.
play. He's going to go, you know what? I'm going to help you run this thing.
Mhm.
Would Shane have enough influence on Tony
Mm-hmm.
Khan to change his ways? Or, listen, let's be honest here. And this is not an AEW bash. Tony Khan, this is an epic fail, okay? He had every great move that he's attempted to do has come to some sort of
Right.
failure, right? From
Right.
bringing Edge in to Edge, some not his own fault. Edge breaking his leg to the fucking CM
Right.
Punk issues, right?
Right.
Can Shane, if he gets it, say he just comes to AEW, say the premise is he's going to work for him, can the great Shane McMahon turn this around and actually compete with Triple H?
Who knows? I mean, he is a McMahon. I wouldn't bet against him causing a serious headache if he did. However, I will say this: the other part of me, because I've become so pessimistic. Here's another scenario that no one's talking about. Punk's about to beat McIntyre. Oh my God, it's Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon just cost CM Punk the match. You know why? Because Shane McMahon's the best in the world. That's why. What a swerve that would be after everybody just spending the last 48 hours talking about Shane going to AEW. How do we not know that Shane did this on purpose as the ultimate swerve to be the big return at SummerSlam, the best in the world, huh, Punk?
I'm going to counterpoint you on that one.
It's silly.
No,
but
no,
it would
it's-
also be holy shit.
I'm not saying it's silly, and let's go by your premise, okay? It's not a silly premise, but then Shane just shot himself in the foot because he actually everything's going WWE's way. He actually turned attention away from the WWE on Wednesday. So would that have been a smart move, business-wise?
If you counteracted with listen, the shock factor of everybody's talking about him going to AEW. If he does a run-in at SummerSlam this Saturday, do you realize what that will do to the internet? All eyes will be focused on WWE. The holy shit factor will be through the roof if Shane pulls that. I wouldn't be surprised if Paul and Shane talked about it. Hey, why don't you go talk to that stupid Mark Tony Khan? You know what I mean?
Well,
You never know, man.
Let,
You just
all right,
never know.
let's pull it this way then. I'll ask you this.
Yeah.
AEW's not making money. We understand this, right?
Right.
Again, we don't see
Why
the
would
books.
Shane want to help them anyway?
Well, here's the thing. Would it make sense for Tony Khan to sell it to a McMahon?
Yeah.
Be able to go to his
the money.
dad and say, hey, look, I had a successful business venture, this wrestling thing, right? Right. AEW doesn't have a TV contract, right? There still has not been an agreement to bring them on.
Dude, I think the days of Vince, it's time to let go of that. I think if Shane does anything, he'll do it on his own. And if he buys it, he'll buy it on his own. It won't be like, I talk
You
to
don't
Dad.
you don't think
I
that
don't-
Vince still has a huge ego at this point and he's angry?
I think he has a huge ego, but he's been removed from his own creation. Do I think that Vince will convince Shane somehow to buy AEW and let him be the grand wizard behind the scenes, the Wizard of Oz? No, I don't. I think that Shane McMahon does one of two things here. Either he really does go there and helps that company. Why he would help Tony Khan is beyond me. Whatever his bad blood is with his family, it would have to run very, 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 very deep to destroy his family's business. What the hell what's going on there?
Well, first of all,
so.
it's no longer his family's business, right? And number
Right.
two, look,
Right.
he is the odd man out. Triple H is getting all the credit. His Stephanie McMahon's getting all. Listen, when you talk to people about, I'm going to ask you, right? Who's a smarter business person, Shane McMahon or Stephanie McMahon, in your opinion?
Shane McMahon or Stephanie McMahon?
Yeah.
Well, according to everything, according to history so far, it said that Stephanie was given the opportunity and Shane wasn't.
You're kind of skirting the question.
No, I am not. I'm answering it point blank. The father chose Stephanie over Shane. That's Vince's decision. As to what played into that, I don't have privy to that. Do I think Shane McMahon could run a company? Yes, I do.
Not saying he can't, but my point is he's the odd man out. So you explained he's the odd man out.
He was the odd man out. But
we're all human.
Is that enough to want to try to take down WrestleMania, the history of his?
Listen, I don't think he could take it down, but he could turn it AEW around and it becomes a substantial competitor. And he go, hey, look, Dad, look what I've done, Dad. Right? Look what I've done. And Tony Khan, on the other hand, goes, look what I've done, Dad. I took your money and I made it into something, right?
Right. Well, you know what? Years ago, Vince had Shane play the angle. I just bought WCW. I think this time around, Shane would like to realize the angle and say, I actually did just buy AEW. I don't know why he would want to do anything less than just own the company or go the hell back home to finish whatever he wants to finish in WWE. Because I don't understand why he would help that company any other way unless he was the one running it. He is a McMahon at the end of the day. You really think he's going to come in and play? I'm going to come in and play team ball.
But he's a McMahon, and he's got feelings. And you know what?
Yeah.
His kids are grown now. He's got $1 billion, right? So even if he fails, he's not going to fail, right?
But what does he think he's being remembered as? Does he? I don't understand. Is he struggling with his legacy? It's like, dude, you're Shane McMahon.
Listen,
you were one of the major characters.
Answer that question. Answer that question yourself. What is Shane McMahon at this point in time remembered as?
He was remembered as an excellent personality / wrestler and the son of Vince McMahon.
There you go. And now you just answered the question.
What I'm answering is that the only thing that I would want to do at this point if I was Shane McMahon is just buy my own company and show my father that I could do what he did.
That's right.
But I have to own it. Not share it with Tony or help Tony. That ain't gonna cut it.
I agree with you on that.
Cut it with his father.
That I agree with you.
Right.
If there's going to be something, he's buying it. He's taking it.
He should.
Yes.
I think he should. I would love to see that. And if he fails, aha. If he doesn't, whoa, what happened here? Now we've got a real Raw Nitro thing again. I can live with that.
I agree.
That wouldn't be bad. You know what I mean?
If you didn't know
Go
it,
for
you
it,
are
Shane.
watching Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty DeFaro. Catch Monty DeFaro on the Monty DeFaro YouTube page. Catch us on the Monty DeFaro Facebook Live page. Hear us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor. Catch us on the Monty DeFaro Twitch TV page and channel 115 every Tuesday at 9:30 p.m. and Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. and channel 20 at 11 a.m. in New York. We're over 150,000 people are watching us weekly. Cable version's doing well, Jimmy. We'll be right back after this commercial break.